Vocês? Então, vou gravar aqui a 17ª parte do Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Pretendo fazer aliança com Lincolnshire agora, para ver se
Good
eu
day, Eivor.
consigo assassinar mais um cara da ordem. De preferência esse daqui em específico. Cadê aqui? Esse cara aqui em específico, porque ele é nobre de Lincolnshire. Eu acho que é da história, por isso que eu não consigo achar ele, certo? E daí, matando ele, a gente libera a Lira. Que eu tô louco pra matar esse cara, que é um homem que tem cabelo castanho, um bigode, um cavanhaque estranho, castanho. O Lira toca música um pouco, ele mora em Cambridge. Cambridge foi uma das primeiras cidades que a gente visitou. Dá uma vontade de passear lá, vou ver se eu acho ele, matar todo mundo. Mas não, deixa, vamos lá. Certo? Vamos fazer essa aliança com Lincolnshire.
What tiden the Eivor?
I want to see the Alliance map.
Ó, tá acabando. Falta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What about Lincolnshire?
A rather boisterous man named Hunwald arrived recently, wishing to speak with you. On a matter of great importance, he said.
Where is he now?
Down at the docks, carousing with my scouts and scaring the fish from the river. He waits for you with great eagerness.
Mete a faca aí, bora lá. Lincolnshire. Condado de
Sounds
Lincoln.
charming. I will meet him at once.
Protect your ears.
Ô louco. Cara, tão barulhento assim. Eu só tive uma dificuldade desse jogo que é fazer dinheiro. É um dos poucos jogos que eu não consegui aprender a fazer dinheiro.
Happiness, isn't it, men? Life in the You may think this odd, but our lively chatter here has inspired in me a short poem. May I recite it for you?
Go on, Lord the Boy. Make me tremble.
Oh, indeed, I shall try. I call it Ode to a Hungry Flame.
Another skald come to join us.
Me? Oh, goodness, no, I'm no skald, no. Just a humble nobleman with an interest in versification. An amateur, really. Shall I continue?
I'm not here to judge your poems, Lord. Speak your purpose or down your mead.
Yes. Sorry. I have come with the hope of meeting Eivor, the great warrior of this clan. If such an audience is possible.
You're talking with him now, and you are?
Ah, by God's blood, my day begins with a lash of good fortune. I am Hundwald, loyal son of Lord Hunbeor, the current alderman of Lincolnshire. May God keep and cure him. You see, my father is ailing, and in his delirium, evil men have corrupted his judgment. A secret and powerful order,
É essa
if the
mesmo.
whispers are true. Only a month ago, without forewarning, Mercian soldiers chased me, his only son, from my home. I know not why, but I do know my father would never have ordered my exile.
Outcast from your family. That's a hard road to walk.
Could one of your clan help me return to Lincoln? March beside me through the city gates and set me at my father's noble feet once again.
A pele dele é toda defeituosa, então, nossa, muito bem feito.
If I knew my father was ill and beyond saving, I would ready myself to take his place. Will you take up his burden should he fall?
Oh, banish the thought that such a great man should perish. But if he were to pass... Yes, I believe I could. I must.
You sing a sad song, Hunwald of Lincolnshire. A son robbed of his father's protection, now desperate to prove his honor. How far will you go to regain it? To a bloody end?
Oh, indeed. I will plunge into the heat of battle to defend my father, knowing our cause is a righteous one.
All right, young lord. My clan has need of me just now. But when I'm ready, we'll find your father together and right the wrongs you've suffered.
God praise you, Eivor.
I won't be leading you into the heart of the shield wall, but there will be danger. I want your word. You will follow my orders to the ruin.
I am yours to abuse.
If it comes to that.
I'll wait for you in my safe haven, Bottleston to the northeast. From there, we shall make our way to Lincoln.
Goodbye, Lord's boy. Safe travels.
God bless and keep you all.
I fear may be escorting that boy to his own execution.
That might shut him up.
A balada de Hunewald. Hundewald, sei lá. Foi um nome difícil. Pistas da Ordem. Yes. Os membros da Ordem Secreta exilaram o filho do Conde. Tá difícil, né? O báculo. Preciso matar esse cara para achar o Lira. Mundo. Missão primeiro. Mundo agora. Ah, já tá em Lincolnshire já. Ótimo. Eu nem tempo de ler a dica.
Show me.
Who are you? I'll eat your onions every day.
Hunwald's back, drinking and jabbering.
So this is Hunwald's safe haven.
Though we be a Mercianshire today.
É o Bezzy? Muito parecido.
Hunwald, who is this stranger?
Eivor, come, sit. Bread and ale, please, alewife. I have been discussing my delicate situation with Alfgar here.
Lord.
He is a nobleman like me, one of Lincolnshire's sturdy thanes.
Hunwald's idea of sturdy is a mug of ale that won't tip over.
Alfgar has pledged his loyalty to my family, the House of the Ferocious Swan. With his influence and your might, we shall rid Lincolnshire of the ruffians who plague this land, once and for all.
Você fala muito
We're
alto.
going to see your father, Hunwald. That's all.
Indeed, Eivor. With speed and purpose. You are the axle to my wheel, the spark to my tinder.
Hunwald, your father's ill, and your enemies have every advantage under the sun. Do you have a plan, or have I come all this way to watch you drink this watery piss?
Of course, my friend. I am a man of action above all else, ready to leap and dance and fight.
Listen, I've come to escort you to your father's side. We go now, or I walk?
Ah, yes, to Lincoln! Away! But with care. The road between here and there is teeming with brigands who wish me dead.
You daft lump of lard. A single Dane will not protect you against the whole of Mercia's army.
I think you're wrong, Alfgar. And here he'll prove it.
I'm hot for a fight, Snowdog. Give me half a chance, I'll stove your heathen face right in.
Have you ever seen a blood eagle, my Saxon friends?
Eu já.
A blood eagle, a raw, magnificent bird I'll tear from your guts. First, I crush your ribs. Then I pull out your lungs and stretch them into wings, so you can fly to your heaven as fast as possible.
Jesus, fucking heathen.
uncanny fox. That was incredible. Like watching a captain navigate the roiling waters of an angry river. I must void my bladder, Eivor. Then we shall set forth in search of adventures new.
You travel with a marked man at your side.
He's with me. He'll be fine.
If I had a scribe jot down all the occasions I'd warn that stupid boy, I'd be the most written about man in history.
Alfgar, the boorish nag of Lincolnshire.
Ah! Oh!
I told Hunwald to stay near. Where did he wander off to? Hunwald is in trouble.
They call it hasty whelp a lord.
Look at him, soft as unbaked bread.
Leave him be!
Jesus! He's brought a bloody Dane!
This ain't worth the
I have
silver
been
days
struck
praying
down,
horse.
pruned within an inch of my life, but I will survive. I must.
Mano, você fala muito, mano. Caramba!
I live! I am alive! Heaven have mercy!
Pisando em
Are you
você.
hurt?
Unbelievable! The Battle of Bottlefston will be remembered for years to come!
Nem teve batalha.
Alfgar, we have won our first great victory!
Hunwald, are you hurt?
Never better,
We should get to Lincoln as quickly as we can.
Yes, you're right. Let's depart.
Ai, meu Deus, que missão de
What
merda.
horrible souls are hunting me? Me, the son of a beloved elderman. Was it naive of me to believe my status as a nobleman held some sway over the churls and serfs of this shire? What cause have any to dishonor me?
Meu amigo, além de você ser extremamente chato, eu não sei, viu? Essas habilidades secretas eu não tinha visto ainda. Ah, que raiva. Eu peguei no vermelho, certo? Mas esqueci completamente de pegar no amarelo e no azul. Agora eu peguei do amarelo já, fora do vídeo. Transporte assassino, quando eu mato um cara, segura R1, eu posso carregar ele. E a outra ali vem mais flash se eu matar arqueiro. Achei interessante. Bom, só tem uma opção agora, né, que é... Eu completo esses 4 ou eu faço esse de fogo. Bom, nos mutantes de fogo mesmo, prefiro isso aqui. Essa distância é importante.
What were you told when the guards exiled you?
Oh, scraps of nonsense. I woke to screaming. A man grabbed me, said I was an immediate danger to my father. Ha! Horse pucky! Mercian soldiers then shackled me, rode me blindfolded to the River Wash, and told me plainly, start anew elsewhere or face death in Lincolnshire.
What did they mean?
Oh, some nonsense about me praying for his death, hungry for his inheritance.
Speak plainly, Hunwald. I can't help you if I don't know the full story. You hold no grudge against your father?
No, never. No, I suspect the order for my exile came from on high. Perhaps one of Burgred's final orders before he was deposed.
That would surprise me. Burgred was battling Danes until the end. He had bigger things to worry over.
Perhaps you're right, he's too contained. It must have been King Alfred, then.
King Alfred of Wessex? That's another kingdom entirely.
Yes, but Alfred has a fearful hatred of the Danes. He must have heard that I am courting one. A beauty who knows no equal.
Your Dane lady love. Right.
Vixe, confronto. Ah, só que me faltava.
Your time is come. Come on. Remain steadfast.
Nossa, adoro esse finisher.
You bleeding dunghill.
Vamos seguir nosso caminho até chegar lá. Pra quem tá assistindo a live, hoje eu vou um pouco mais tarde, depois de fazer essa Lincolnshire, eu vou parar um pouquinho de Assassin's Creed. Vou fazer 2 lives diferentes hoje. Comemoração do meu aniversário, eu vou fazer uma live de Demon Souls. Eu sou péssimo de Demon Souls, mas vou fazer uma live de Demon Souls. E vou fazer uma live de um jogo surpresa. Só que não é um jogo muito famoso, então vamos ver. Mas ele é muito bom. É do quase dos mesmos criadores de Journey e Abzu. Então estou ansioso.
Won't be gentle if they spot me. Here's Lincoln, the city of my birth, the cauldron of my present sorrows.
Mercian guards everywhere. Follow me.
Right behind you, Shadow Walker.
You killed death!
Pronto, vamos lá.
Right behind you, Shadow Walker. My heart beats like the drums of your dragon boat.
This town was your home?
It was, and should still be. Oh, to see it now fills my eyes with tears.
Save weeping for prayers. We're not inside yet.
Ah, então vamos fazer diferente.
Oh, how can a place I once called home look so alien to me now? So harsh and unwanting. Fear not, Lincoln. I shall make you mine again.
Pronto, menino. O negócio tá aqui dentro. Você deve estar anônimo. Você deve estar anônimo. Ah, aquele Zé Mané, ele tá me vendo. Não sei como. Pronto. Agora estou anônimo. Ah não, eu tô anônimo já, mano. Bem. Aê.
Hunwald! Praise God you live! I do, my dear Reaganhair. Body and soul. Tell my father his son has returned and in fighting form. It is urgent I speak with him.
I'm sorry, Lord, but your father has been taken.
Taken? When?
Weeks ago, Lord. And well ill he was when they carried him off. I wish I could say more.
Que triste.
Did he walk out that door himself, or was there a struggle?
He wasn't took, nor did he walk. He sort of limped his way on.
On his own, or was he forced?
On his own. It was the Abbess Archer who suggested he be moved. She feared his illness was fast coming.
He still has friends in Lincoln. That's a good sign.
Bishop Herevrydd among them. He's kept a vigil at the town hall, looking after things in your father's absence until he returns.
Will we find trouble there? At the town hall?
You mean soldiers and the like? Aye. There have been many more about since your father took his leave.
Right. We'll find a quiet way in if we can.
Então bora.
Who was that fellow?
Reaganhair? He's an old fixture of my family's household. Loyal to the end. He helps run the place, and he's known me since I was but a little lordling. A simple fellow, but worth every pinch of his salt.
Será que esse cara escala? Eu espero que sim. Ah, ele escala. Ó, hein? Tô tentando fazer furtivo. Mas tem dois caras na porta ali, mas tem um buraco gigante aqui, então talvez dê.
Lincoln seems a good place to trade.
Does it?
The market is flush with goods.
Yes, it must be. Growing up, we never wanted for anything in my father's home. Bread, poultry, and...
Mentira que esse cara me viu! Tem tipo 10 pilastros na frente aqui. Ah, vai cagar, mano. O jogo... Parece que o universo odeia que eu faça stealth, não é possível. Pronto. Cansei de stealth.
Yes, it must be. Growing up, we never wanted for anything in my father's home. Bread and poultry and field fruits of all manner. I suppose this is where our servants purchased this. Lincoln's ground was ours as well.
Archer, Herewrith, tell Lord Hunbeor his son has returned.
My lord, you're well.
Lord Hunwald, you
Hunwald.
should have sent forewarning of your return to avoid the violence that dogs you. Lives might have been spared.
Why so surprised to see my return, Bishop? Was I rumored dead?
Oh, worse than dead. It is my reluctant duty to report the rumor that you were lost in the north, bedding a Dane on some squalid farm.
I'm not the Dane he's been ploughing, and I don't own a farm.
I know you mean well, Bishop, but there's no cause to insult Swanborough's honor. You leave my lady love out of this.
Ah, your mystery Dane has a name. Sadly, the people of the Shire will hardly be comforted. Now that you have swelled your father's tolerance for pagans into a sin.
I've no patience for insult and rumor. We have come to speak with Lord Hunbeor, that is all.
Lord Hunbeor has gone, I'm afraid. He would not say where to, but I'm sure he will return shortly. Once the storm has passed.
What on earth do you mean by that? What storm?
Your father feared for his life, Hunwald. In his weakened state, he could not defend himself. Not against a Dane, certainly.
How dare you? Eivor is above reproach.
See this from my view, Hunwald. You arrive after a strange absence, with a hired Viking in tow, demanding to see your father. This does not, in my estimation, imply benign intentions.
Hunwald has seen the point of a dagger more than once this week. I'm only here to protect him.
Your father was at my hospice for some days, and very well treated. But he left in secret. That's all we know.
In secret? That's odd. He's not one to scurry about in the dark.
I'm sorry, Hunwald. We have searched high and low for him, but to no avail. Come, Abbess. We should leave this young lord to his scurrying thoughts. There is nothing more of use we can say to him.
Take care, my boy.
Stay within these walls where you're safest. I'll have a look around, see what I can learn about your father.
If my father spent time at the hospice here, the healers who work there may know something. Talk to them if you can. Find out what they know.
Can your guard speak through you, Hervrid? Can he tell me where the Alderman is?
Our lord is not a trained dog who speaks on command. My goodness.
When did you last see the Alderman?
Leave us be. It is not your place to be asking such questions.
Caramba, mais gente mal educada. Que maravilha.
Something on your mind?
Eivor, I realize the strides you've taken to aid me. My oath to you will last an eternity.
You'll owe me a blood oath when all our work is done.
Blood? Dear Lord.
Wait here till I return.
Bom, não temos que escoltar ninguém, agora não precisa mais fazer furtivo. Se encontrar alguém é só meter porrada. Aí ó, é assim que eu gosto. Pronto, morreu.
His father was recuperating here not long ago. Someone may have seen him depart. Are you the head sister here?
Aye, and I'm not too comforted by the sight of you wielding weapons like a war chief. We're a hospice, not a barracks. It's bad enough I've got these armored codpieces watching me work. Now you!
No harm will come to you or those you care for. I'm only looking for your Elderman.
I'd be risking my neck telling you anything. And if my head rolls, these sick and ailing folk will follow me to the grave.
Your Elderman would agree. So the sooner I find him, the more quickly these prowling guards will leave your hospice.
That's a pleasant thought. Our lord was in a bad way here, and getting worse, in spite of our efforts. Then, quite against my instruction, some guards moved him out. I overheard them talking about a bathhouse. There's no working bathhouse in Lincoln. So, I gather they meant the old ruins just south of here, by the eastern walls.
Ruins, just south of here. I'll look there. Thank you.
I pray you find him. He's in desperate need of care.
Ninguém me viu. Ninguém me viu. Não pode nem mexer meu saco. Ninguém me viu. Nossa, que bosta.
No one takes us for...
Caramba, mano, o cara virou Donkey Kong!
These tunnels run deep. Was the Alderman fleeing to a hideaway beneath Lincoln?
Damn it!
guards here are vigilant.
More Mercians traipsing across our routes. Can't piss from here to Bolingbroke without some...
All this traffic has made smuggling a difficult job.
Smuggling will always be difficult. I prefer to pay tribute. Never again will we beg Mercian. Die!
Eita!
Fighting here. About what? The key. Useful if I had a door to that shop.
Recebemos o afeto de um saxão desconhecido pedindo por uma travessia segura pelos esgotos até Bolingbroke. A quantia é considerável, o que me leva a pensar que eles devem ter algo grande de valor e que não pode ser visto pelos outros. Insista em ver o que se trata antes de aceitar a oferta deles. Se for algo digno, dobre o preço. Se recusarem, mate-os.
A Saxon nobleman paid some bandits for permission to sneak through these tunnels on their way to Bolingbroke Castle.
Bolingbroke Castle. Ah, mano, meu inglês, meu speaking é muito ruim.
A noble's cloak with the image of a swan. Looks like the alderman passed this way. A violent struggle between nobles and bandits. The bandits didn't fare so well. Mercian nobles made a deal with some bandits, paid them hush money to let them sneak through these caves. When the time came, the bandits ambushed the nobles. But it didn't end well for the bandits. In the struggle, the alderman's cloak was torn off. But he got away and headed east for Bolingbroke Castle. That's my best lead.
Carregando, provavelmente, o conde.
Ah, fresh air.
Ai meu Deus, o que é agora? É uma cobra? Ah, então de boa. Ai, X. Ai, ai. Vou fazer mais uma aliança. Aí vai ficar faltando 4 mapas pra completar. E pra explorar tá faltando 2. Só mais 2. O Hampshire, onde fica o Stonehenge. E é norte da Noruega. Que lá era 340 o poder de lá. Agora eu tenho 340, eu posso voltar pra lá e limpar lá também. O Winchester eu já terminei já.
I should not be seen in this area. Let's see you, old friend.
Ixi, é lá no castelo. Experiência, né? É importante. Ah, mano, que mentira! Tô falando pra você? O mundo conspira pra não ser stealth. Ah, é um castelo que não tem como subir. Com essas madeiras embaixo. Ou seja, só tem que entrar pela porta da frente. Oh, meu Deus. Ah, mentira, mano. O cara tava de costas. O que me viu agora? Ah, um arqueiro. Aí tudo bem. Ah, eu fui descuidado. Tem mais um arqueiro me vendo. Nossa, uns arqueiros do outro lado. Ah, todo mundo já me viu. Perdeu a graça já. Uhul! Nossa, essa doeu. Olha, níquel. Quanto é com um beijo desse?
There now, my lord. All is prepared. Shall we begin the washing? Hey, who comes? Welcome, stranger. Are you here to pay tribute to our Lord Ealdorman?
Tá morto.
This biscuit has been dry for some time, sister. How long has the Ealdorman been dead?
Dead is such a drastic word. I like to think of my lord as transformed.
That's not untrue.
Have you need of anything?
Why has your Ealdorman's death been obscured? The people of Lincolnshire deserve to know his fate, Hunwald above all.
When the guards put him in my care, I was told to keep all this a secret. Until the appointed time. When I asked who gave these orders, they struck me. I wish I could say more.
I've seen all I need to, but Hunwald will need proof.
Of course. You're welcome to search through his effects, though I'm not sure what trinket would best serve your purpose.
I'll find something.
Medalhão do cisne.
A box of musty clothing, and a brooch with a crest. The house of the ferocious swan. This will do. I'll return this brooch to Hunwald in Lincoln. I hope the poor boy can withstand such ill news. Dried herbs and berries, pressed into powder.
The time between my lord's departure and his burial is longer than usual. My lord must keep up appearances for his upcoming rites.
Take care.
And you. I shall take you to your family crypt at Nettleton within Lincoln. There, you may lay beside your forebearers, the great and glorious kings of Old Lindsey. Please, do not desecrate our lord.
I'm a Dane, not a cruel grief-monger. Foul rat droppings everywhere.
Even in death, my lord is a friend to all of God's creatures.
I don't know what this is, and I'd rather not ask.
Yes, I thought the same. Troubling.
Ops. Bom, já que eu já tô aqui mesmo, preguiça. Tô quase desbloqueando essa partida. Pronto, lobo. Legal.
Won't be gentle if they spot me.
We thought ahead when I'm...
Eivor!
Ele não encheu o cara da ordem.
Your father's dead.
Wait, what?
The sigil of Hunbjorn's house. I found it near his body.
No. No, this cannot be. He was strong, a pillar of Lincolnshire. He cannot be gone. He...
Oh, you poor boy. I'm so sorry.
I am a man, Archer! Do you hear me? I am a man and I am my father's son! Do not forget it!
He's been dead for some time. That was obvious by the state of his corpse. One of you knows more than you're letting on.
I'm sorry, Hunwald. I had already asked a priest to administer last rites when your father disappeared.
What?
I didn't tell you sooner because I thought by some miracle he had survived.
You lied to me!
You silly, sobbing mooncalf. Will you never grow up?
Lord have mercy on that woman. She should have said something. It was her duty to say something.
Hunwald was the son of an ealdorman. Will he take his father's seat?
The title's not hereditary, but he can plead his case before a Shire moot. King Ceolwulf must then ratify the decision.
Explain how this works, your Shire moot.
A moot is a meeting of lords. We convene from time to time to steer the course of our Shire.
It was always my intention to convene a moot, but between our troubles in Lincoln and the bandits' raids, we slipped into a pattern of convenience.
Someone in the Shire wants Hunwald dead. If I have to assemble an army to make sure this meeting is not an ambush, I will.
The Shire moot is a lawful, godly assembly. Hunwald will be safe, as will you be.
Apart from Hunwald, who else will stand for the ultimate seat?
If I may be so bold, I should like to put my name forward. Under my care, this Shire has found some peace this past month.
I will offer my name as well. My family has ancient ties to this land, and I am proud to say I have forged quite a friendship with the Danes to the north.
Good. My priests will spread word of the moot across the Shire, and will convene in a few days' time.
Do visit my estate, Eivor. I have something for you. Something I think you'll enjoy.
I'll find the time.
Eivor, a word if you don't mind.
Is the word Christ or pagan?
I deeply regret my churlish ways when we first met. I did not treat you as my god commands, with kindness and love.
Love is a difficult feeling to command.
Yes, quite. In any case, thank you for putting this mystery to rest. I do hope we'll see you at the moot.
Hunbjorn's death an open secret. Hunwald's enemies may strike again. I should find him before they do.
Archer went to console him. I should follow her.
Muito estranho. Beleza. Tiozinho com um escorpião na cabeça, pronto. Quem que vai ser o próximo agora? Agora que eu já dei a volta, eu tenho duas opções. Ou termino você, ou termino você. Acho que eu vou terminar você agora. Vou fazer a volta por aqui, aí eu venho pra cá e termino aqui no meio. Perfeito. Então você é o próximo. Aí agora eu posso andar na cidade.
Archer, where's Hunwald?
I tried to console him, but he pushed me away. I love the boy, I do. But I fear what would happen if he took his father's title. He's fragile and scattered. I saw him ride north, following the paved Roman road. To the old tall tree where he often passed time with his father, I imagine.
What devil put you up to all this deception?
I wasn't put up, Eivor. I felt compelled to carry on for the good of the Shire. Until I knew the truth.
A pretty answer for an ugly lie.
I must beg forgiveness from my God. The Lord lifts up the meek. We must praise him.
That's not normal.
Bora. Ah, se fosse hoje eu até lutava. O lobo eu não quero não. Tô chegando.
Survey the area, Sunan.
These woods, Father. Oh, these woods. Eivor, what a pleasant surprise. Would you drink with me?
Hunwald.
Come, sit. Stay with me a while and contemplate the view.
Be easy with your grief, Hunwald. If you're not careful, it's a poison you'll bear in your blood for the rest of your life.
No need to worry. For I have found the antidote for it.
Do not gorge on grief, nor give in to sadness, but let your aching love light the mead of your eyes and lead you to triumph.
That is quite lovely.
Bonito mesmo.
My father would have liked you. He liked all those who could swing a sword and speak a verse with ease.
He had a large heart and a love for his people. I think I would have liked him too.
He and I used to wander up this way all the time. He would take me hunting, and I would catch the most wretched little things if I caught anything at all. I was a rubbish hunter. But he always said he was proud. Each and every time.
A toast. To your father, Lord Hunbeorth of Lincolnshire. He may have dwindled from this world in death, but in life he was as stalwart as this tree.
A white old oak. Yes.
Skull.
Skull. And then my father says it's the right goat, but it's the wrong end. Oh, my Swanborough loves that one. She has a great sense of humor, my lady love. Father would have liked her.
Right, your Dane lady love. She sounds lovely. Too lovely to be real.
You know what? We should visit her. We should go to Grimsby. Yes, there's no time to lose.
After you.
Nothing like drinking and riding to jostle your troubles away.
And the contents of your gut.
Now come and enjoy the splendor of my shire.
You Saxons and your tiny splendor. You've never seen mountains, have you? Or deep fjords, like a giant's axe wound. Or towering falls that steam in the dead of winter. Snow sparkling like a blanket of jewels. That is splendor.
Well, if your homeland is so splendorful, why come to England at all?
You can't grow crops on a blanket of jewels.
Ha! Very true.
I'll admit, your countryside does take the breath away.
Quite so, quite so. I love this land. And should I follow my father's footsteps, I shall do my solemn duty to protect her. I know many think me foolish, inexperienced. But I would ask that they judge me by my future hopes, not my past reputation. If I am given sway over this land and show myself to be a poor leader, shame me, punish me, of course. But give me that chance. By God, I just want to have that chance.
What was that?
Birds, Eivor! Has no one told them today is a day of grief?
Shh. Quiet.
Bandidos pra caramba.
Stop here. Something isn't right. I'll find the trouble before it finds us.
Hide a fight! Now! Father, give me strength to survive this. Stop, coward!
Caramba, deu 845 de dano.
That's twice they've tried to kill you, Hunwald.
And twice failed.
We had luck. But if you're not more careful, they will succeed. Someone in Mercia wants you dead. And they'll kill anyone in the way to see it done.
Yes, including my dear Swanborough, my lady love. Come, let us hurry away.
I'm serious, Hunwald. Are you hearing me?
Plain and clear. Follow me.
Beleza. É muito rico quando ninguém acredita em você.
The safest spot in the Shire, yes. Here I am with a chance to be Alderman, but I have yet to prove myself worthy. To you, to the Shire, to her. I can do nothing without my darling lady. You've made me realize how much I've neglected her through this fatal stupor of mine.
This I must see for myself.
Esse cavalo tá doido, mano. Lá vem um cavalo doido. Estamos chegando. Cavalo doido tá me dando medo.
Oh, thank the heavens! There she is!
Hunwald, I thought for sure you'd be dead. Why didn't you send word?
It has been far too long, my little jewel. I'm so very sorry for that.
I'm fine, my love. I wilted without you, but still I grow. And who is this?
Ah, yes. I am proud to present Eivor of the Raven clan.
Hello, Eivor. A pleasure to meet you.
And you, Swanborough. I wasn't sure what to make of Hunwald's stories, yet here you are.
Surprised to find the Dane by his side?
Not quite. I'm surprised to find a Saxon at yours. Hunwald seems to endear himself to all swords.
Eivor agreed to help me find my father. But I'm afraid it hasn't gone as well as I'd hoped.
What's happened?
My father is dead. Died of a cruel disease, apparently. Then shunted off to a cellar for burial.
Oh, my love, I'm sorry.
And someone in your shire wants to make sure Hunwald follows his father to the grave.
Let them try. I'll cut their throats.
A shire moot will soon be held. Hunwald should stay here, out of sight, until he can attend.
What if I left it all behind, my love? Forget my father's seat. What if I stayed here with you? Just the two of us.
Hunwald, no. The Shire must be led with courage and heart. Follow in your father's footsteps and lead the Shire as he did.
Whatever strength you lack, you have in Swanborough. Heed her advice.
Yes. If anyone can lift my spirits in time for the Shire moot, it's you, my dear.
Come inside and rest your bumbling bones, love. Be well, Eivor, and thank you.
Esse aqui tá demorando mais do que eu imaginei.
Keep watch over that one. Men have come for him more than once.
My blade will keep him safe.
I don't doubt it.
Ai, ai. Bom, vamos pra outra missão agora. Essa me deu muito pouco XP. Não gostei. A outra missão é o Turn de Lincoln. Tem a língua muito enrolada pra falar essas línguas aqui. Ai, meu Deus. Como é que eu caio daqui? Sem me machucar.
What is it, a fight?
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Alfredon's Storm.
Welcome to my estate, old friend.
Nem te conheço, já estamos chamando de velho amigo.
It's an impressive amount of land you oversee.
Quite right. I often get lost swimming to my island in this flowing sea of wheat.
You said you had something to show me when we last spoke. What did you mean?
Yes, I did. Observe. This fine specimen belonged to our beloved elderman, Hunbeort, before his untimely passing. He left it here when we last hunted together. I now wish you to have it.
If this belonged to the Elderman, shouldn't it go to Hunwald next?
I suppose so. But I thought you a more fitting recipient. You'd know how to use it. Now, take it and come hither. I have a rousing hunt planned for the two of us.
Muito suspeito
Leave
isso.
aside talk of politics and shire moats. Let us enjoy the fruits of my land together.
We're hunting or fruit picking?
Both, if you like. Whatever you fancy. I'm generous with the yields of my estate, as you will see.
Isso é muito suspeito.
To be plain, Eivor, a great bear has been badgering my estate for weeks. I must do away with it, if only to prevent a future tragedy.
You brought me here to hunt a bear?
Yes, and I'm so pleased you agreed to come. I suspect you know better than most that I have what it takes to lead this shire. Though its line of kings is all but ended, the people of this land still teems with life, with promise. But today, the shire languishes. It needs the guidance of new blood.
Like me.
I'm sorry?
I'm the definition of new blood. It may be I should put my name in for Elderman.
Ah, there it is, that dark sense of humor. Blunt as a hammer, eh? Like the one carried by your thunder god. I don't recall the name.
Go on.
What I mean to say is, I enjoy the company of your people. Or people like you. What little I've seen of them. And I don't care what stuffy fools like Herefriv and Hunwald say. You Danes are damned decent people. Not dense at all.
Kind of you to notice.
I remember when the Danes first arrived, not long ago. The locals were terrified.
Are we hunting, Alfgar? Or is it your hope that I'll braid your hair?
Hunting, definitely. The bear's lair should be nearby. Ah, my old friend Grim. How wonderful to see you here. What a pleasant surprise.
What surprise? I came as you requested.
Yes, and how is Grimsby? How are all the other Danes?
I can't speak for all Danes, but I am well, and itching for a hunt as you made plain in your message this morning.
Yes, that's right, very good. Speaking of Danes, I'd like to introduce you to Eivor. Perhaps you know each other, as one Dane to another.
Meu Deus, cara babaca, mano.
I'm Norse, actually. Something you might learn by asking. Well met, Grimp. Glad to have you along.
Hey, Eivor. Did he lure you here as well with the promise of a hunt?
Yes, hunting a bear. That's the point of all this. We're hunting, I promise.
Ele contratou esse cara pra me matar.
Just up the hill there. Seems a likely place for a lair.
If the beast is as large as Elfgard claims, it'll take all three of us to bring it down.
I'm game. Let's get a new fur cloak, shall we?
Ai meu Deus do céu, é tão óbvio.
There's all manner of beasts in this forest. If we don't find the bear, we'll find something worth our supper.
I have a divine rule over the land on my estate. God shall provide. Have no worry.
This is the threshold of the beast's home. There's no doubting that. That's not it. Wolves.
Wolves everywhere, and not a bear in sight.
Bugou? Cadê o Green?
Algar, Eivor, there's something you'll want to see here.
Is that? That's smoke! My God! My estate is burning like a twig!
Soon to be a sea of fire.
Eivor! You're skilled enough, and I can't tell you how to handle this, but please! By God, help me with this!
I'm in this fight with you. A clutch of puny Mercians don't frighten me.
Você tá dando uma reviravolta inesperada.
My people are fleeing! They must get to safety!
Someone waited until you were away to set your world aflame.
I'll send them straight to hell! The marauding medicines! The crops! The fields! They're burning the food!
Ixi. Pronto! Esse ataque demora muito!
Mercian dogs! The men who would see you burn are dead. Let's get these fires out.
Agreed. What a mess. A sea of ashes. I thank you, Eivor, for doing what you could.
You're a man of many riches, Alfgard. You can rebuild.
To be sure. But I do not look forward to the toil. Sweet Lord in heaven! The bear is returned!
The Shire mood will start soon. I should return.
Away, beast! Away! You won't trouble me any longer!
Elfgar! Careful! The Shire mood will start soon. I should return to Lincoln to see that it goes well.
There, you see? Didn't I promise you a rousing hunt? Brilliant! Simply brilliant!
Realmente, bem inesperado. Jurei que esse cara ia me matar. É bem aqui agora. Você resistir ao fogo e Dante assassinato. Ah, eu vou fazer vocês agora. Eita, a música ficou tensa aqui de repente.
Archer, is everything ready?
The Shire Moot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Yes, I'm curious to see this Shire Moot for myself. I'll follow. When will the boat begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones, but they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man. It now falls to you to break this impasse.
Me? By whose order?
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
It's an important vote for your people. How would you counsel my vote?
I value competent and righteous leadership, not foolish friends in high seats.
Anyone but Hunwald, you mean?
I love Hunwald, as I love my own kin. But I would not put a stone in his care without fearing for the safety of both. I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
How are you, Lord?
Have I heard aright? That you have come to break us from our deadlock?
I have, Lord. Have you any advice before I vote?
Lord Hundbeor was a bold and honest man, if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities in his son. Therefore, Hunwald is my man.
King Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall have his full blessing.
He's learning fast.
Esse cara tá se mexendo. Olha isso. Esse cara tá dando moonwalk parado. Não, eu tenho que parar aqui. Esse cara vai até onde? Será que ele vai bater ali e vai atravessar? Não, eu tenho que assistir isso. Você podia ir um pouquinho mais rápido, né? Ele vai travar ali, certeza. Ah, travou. Perdeu a graça.
A vote for Hunwald.
Good evening, Alfgard.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It's a difficult choice, Alfgard. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good. But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I don't doubt your convictions, Lord.
A vote for Hunwald will return the House of the Ferocious Swan to its former glory.
How fare you, Lord?
My prayers are fervent and my will is strong, Eivor. If I am Elderman, I will bring joy to this Shire.
There's more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing to take risks.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom and fortitude and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That's good to hear.
Bom, todo mundo que me conhece sabe que eu vou votar no Underworld, né? Então, eu vou escutar o resto mesmo.
I must thank you for your fearless participation in our moot.
I'm surprised to hear you vouch for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance, this Shire is crawling back from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire.
Não, eu nunca vou dar poder pra igreja. Nunca.
He guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work, it may be.
Well then, I thank you for what it's worth. God go with you.
Não suspeito desse bispo aí.
Grim, good to see you again.
A hearty hello, Drenger. Seems Britain is getting quite used to the idea of Danes stalking her shores.
Where do you fall in this contest, Grim? Elfgard is a friend of yours, is he not?
He is, and a good man as well. But I cast my stone for the bishop.
The bishop? That's an odd strategy.
These Christians are easy to nudge about. So desperate they are to avoid a good fight, they'll agree to most anything a Dane says.
Ah, entendi. Deixa eu ler essa carta aqui. Muito grande, vou ler não.
Three men, three possible futures.
Lá vem Odin eu.
Puppets will dance best when you call upon them. It's not for myself I must cast this stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need? You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself.
Nenhum dos três, na minha opinião, vai me ajudar
All
muito
three
bem, né?
have strengths and weaknesses.
Mas eu vou ruim no Ward ainda.
Hunwald is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit.
Eu gostei da mulher dele.
Go a long way in times of need. Lead your shire with pride, ferocious swan.
It is decreed by this lawful Shire moon that the Alderman of Lincolnshire shall be son of our dear and departed Lord Hundbjorn, Lord Hunwald of Lincolnshire.
I don't know what to say. I thank you. Deeply, madly, humbly. What more can I say? I don't know. I miss my father. I'd sooner see him standing here than... Well, I will do my best. For each and every one of you.
Let us all raise our cups. A toast to our new Alderman.
Eu beberia isso não, mano.
As all
bom.
well know, this Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results. Our good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
A septic rot has overtaken this shire. A sickness for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace! What is this?
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast!
For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive!
Nossa! Virou casamento... o casamento vermelho, velho! Ai, doeu!
Welcomes a new Alderman.
Time to die!
What's his endgame? This one's gone. Find those who still draw breath. Polish your ass, Hunwald. The seat is yours. As your war council, I suggest you waste no time in catching this grief tosser. He won't be far.
We should first bury our dead, no?
No.
That choice is yours to make, Alderman.
Yes. Yes, of course. We'll bury our dead, then raise a feared.
Se fosse o outro, eu já ia direto pro bispo, entendi.
I am at a loss for words. A trusted man of the cloth. I will pray for these martyrs, and tend to the remaining wounded, until the last man walks free.
Be well, Archer.
And you, Eivor. May God, or the gods, protect you.
Continua a história pra encontrar a pista. Oh, maldito. Eu tenho que matar esse cara, né?
Fuel from here.
Bold attack, and in broad daylight.
What news, Hunwald?
We've learned that Herivryth rode for the fort at Annikastre following the massacre. I have assembled a field there. Quite a large one, in fact. They eagerly await your orders, Eivor.
You mean your orders, Alderman?
Ah, yes, that's right. My orders. Which are what, exactly?
Who can say? Ride with me to your camp, and we'll find out together.
Herivryth was a friend of my father's and always so dear to me. I don't understand what possessed him.
He invoked the name of an ancient order before his men attacked. I know exactly what possessed him.
Do you?
It's not a story for now.
This will send waves of disgust through all the parishes of Mercia. Herivryth is a new and ugly stain on the bishopric.
Your Christ was an interesting man, if a little soft. But stranger still, I've met so few Christians like him.
Today has been a boon, Eivor. In spite of everything, I now know my father's spirit still burns within me. It's thanks to you I know this. When songs are sung of the day Lincolnshire was saved, your name will ripple through every stanza.
Don't be hasty, Hunwald. One verse of our song remains unsung. The din of battle beckons.
You pagans and your appetite for battle. I certainly don't share it. I worry what diabolical feast the bishop has in store.
Don't let that poxy bishop worry you. With Eivor beside us, he'll be victuals before long. How has Atcha taken all this? She and Herivryth were so close.
She must feel as though the devil himself attacked her monastery. The poor lady.
We spoke briefly. Her spirits were low, but her work carried on. I think she'll be fine.
Manipulated by a man who should be God's gladdener. Here's the camp, do you see? The Fyrd will soon be ready for action.
Give them mead and let them rest.
Who's fetching the turf?
Our warsmith has arrived. The Fyrds are ready to fight.
Vambora.
Chieftain Eivor.
Invasão Castelo.
Can we win this fight with the men you see assembled here?
If they fight with the bravery of double their number, we may.
And is there room in your Valhalla for a ferocious swan?
Of course. Let fly your glorious banner.
Are we ready then?
We attack now. Ready the field.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we deal with the troops inside.
Give them...
To me,
Bora.
holy warriors of Lincolnshire!
The best way to breach is with a battering ram. I should help it along.
Eita!
Let's go!
E o cara ali na frente, quase espetou ele.
Take cover!
Arrows incoming!
Shields up!
Watch out! Arrows!
Shields!
Your life for that! Oil! Arrows incoming!
Aê!
We're causing some damage! Arrows coming! Oil! God damn you!
Bora, bora, bora! Vou fazer diferente dessa vez. Vou atacar. Vou colocar aqui meu espadão. E vou colocar aqui um escudo dessa vez. Cadê você, escudo bonito? Achei. Bora, vou diferente agora.
Fight, men! Fight until your livers hang from your mouths!
Need to find a way past that palisade. Explosion could do it. Or I can try getting in with a springald.
Boa, boa, gostei, Letícia. Calma, calma, não terminei. Não terminei. Vou mudar ainda mais. Cadê você? Vê se eu consigo mudar. Não deixa eu mudar? Ah, deixa eu mudar. Ah, vou com uma armadura nova. Pronto. Agora sim. Destrua o bloqueio. Como? Não, não rima. Eita! Como é que eu destruo isso? Será que eu tenho que pegar a máquina lá atrás? Nossa, essa doeu. Não, eu vou pegar a máquina. Como é que aconteceu aquele portão? Ah! Diferente essa incursão. Vai embora. Nossa, espadão bonito! Espadão! Nossa, só doeu! Ah, tem que derrubar a ponte. Tá, então calma. Vamos fazer certo o negócio. Eita! Derrubando a ponte! O corte no meio, mano. Que isso? Tá achando que é quem?
Point me to the bishop. No one else need die today.
He's in the chapel there, hiding away. Scabrous coward.
Let no one leave that church without facing judgment.
Essa armadura é bonita mesmo, hein? Eu tenho que fazer esse escudo pra ver a versão final dele.
Come, brothers. Let's end this. Damn this. Flank the idiots. Press back. Your good shouts.
A porta também tá trancada. Como é que eu entro? Como é que eu entro? Não, esse aqui é o escudinho. O escudão eu não tô usando. Deixa eu botar o escudão então, vai, pra ser justo. Vamos botar o escudão. Qual o escudão que eu coloco? Tem tanto escudão bonito. Esse aqui não combinou muito. Tem que ser um escudo. Ah, esse daqui. Esse aqui combinou. Ah, Letícia, esse aqui é o escudão.
Take your last breath.
Pronto. Tá, todas as portas estão fechadas, então a entrada deve ser por cima. Tem um cara pendurado aqui. Exatamente. super incursão. Cara, eu ia entrar nessa igreja. A gente tem que botar um nota de rodapé nos vídeos do Victor. Não deixar pais com filhos que vão pra igreja verem vídeos de Assassin's Creed. Bom, aqui não é nada, né? Não tem entrada por aqui. Vou quebrar esse... Oh, eu podia quebrar o telhado agora, hein? Ia ser muito louco. Será que atrás da cortina que eu consigo? Não, muito pequena a janela. Caramba, como é que eu entro nessa igreja? Opa! Apareceu interagir aqui com esse corpo. É, não apareceu mais. Ah, com certeza. Achei. Finalmente.
So respite, Lord, please. Our battle is lost. Continue the work of God, my lord. Kill this pagan.
Vem.
By all the saints, there's the target. Shoot it. The Lord will see us prevail.
Aê. Tem mais? Bora mais então.
Watch my lead.
Morreu. Pronto, agora acho que eu posso executar ele. Pronto, hora de morrer, bispo. Agora vem a historinha.
I died the day I hid behind these robes, this cross. To bring the light of my order to a wider view, I debased myself. Clawed my way to the top of this common religion, full of common men.
Olha a rinite.
I should have lived as the ancient dead.
That's the folly of mankind, Hiravrid. We wallow in our failures like happy pigs in a sty of shit. You should have learned to enjoy it.
Tchau, tchau, otário. Aê, desbloqueei a lira. Agora tem que matar essa lira. Terminei o ataque. O Lira tá aqui. Assassine o Sentinela das Riquezas, Tatfrid. Ele pode ser encontrado no mercado ou tocando música em um palco em Cambridge, no condado de Cambridge, óbvio. Altar se juntou à ordem, blá 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 blá. Quase por acidente. Um saxão que lutou contra os noruegueses e liderou uma incursão bem sucedida em Wexford, durante a qual poupou a vida de 3 prisioneiros. Um deles era o Báculo, que logo recrutou Tatfrid por suas habilidades de batalha e por sua determinação inabalável. Por esforço e iniciativa própria, Zalira recentemente ascendeu a posição de Magister. Beleza. Você vai ser morto agora. Já estava marcado para morrer. Então agora, tem que terminar a missão daqui de Lincolnshire e matar esse cara. Rapidão que esse escudo não é tão bonito, o outro é mais bonito. Tá me incomodando esse escudo aqui. Deixa eu botar o outro, é muito mais bonito. Pronto. Nossa, muito melhor. Eu sei que não é escudão e espadão fazendo incursão, mas tudo bem.
Eivor, is he... Is the bishop dead?
He bled too little and talked too much. Now he's gone.
I won't miss him. But Atcha will need some time to grieve.
Esse capacete é bem feio, hein? Acho que é a cara que fica feio.
You fought well, ferocious swan. Notched a few scars on your baby fat today.
Yes, but they will heal. And stronger than before.
Lincolnshire is yours to lead, Elderman. The hardest fight begins now.
The din of battle still rings in my ears. I think I now know what it means to be a leader.
Good.
A máscara de narizes que me incomoda.
I would ask a favor, if I could.
Mais
Name it.
As Elderman, my life may be a dangerous one. For a time, anyway. Would you allow my Swanborough to take refuge in your settlement? At least until I feel all danger has passed.
We'd be happy to have her.
Thank you, my sturdy Norse berserker. The mead halls of my shire will be lonely without you stomping about.
Our people are bonded now. We must look out for one another.
Parece um cavaleiro templário assassino das trevas. Das trevas não, né? Da santidade. Porque com essa armadura aí. Mas tudo bem, tá bonitão. Eu gosto de armadura pesada. Calma, antes de voltar para Rain e contar as boas notícias. É óbvio que eu vou gastar ponto de habilidade. É você que é resistência a dano à distância. E dano de aptidão. Agora vamos matar esse Lyra aí, mano. E é mó triste matar esses caras que não tem história. Você chega lá e mata os caras, ah, beleza. Ah, não! Ufa, o jogo travou. Não travou mais. Que susto! Tem que fazer susto de novo. Ah, mas eu curti essa armadura, hein? Quero melhorar esse escudo pro ouro agora. A aptidão. Tudo que tiver ruim eu vou botar agora. Bora. Matar o Lyra. Ixi, eu acho que a música travou, né? Tô tocando música de batalha aqui, ó. Deixa eu curar minha vida, né? Pronto, agora eu garanto. Tô chegando, Lyra, tô chegando. A primeira cidade que fiz Aliança. Eu invadi essa cidade, foi mais da hora. Acho que é o vídeo 2 ou 3. Não, acho que é o vídeo 3. Eu não lembro. A parte 3 ou a parte 2. Não, é certeza que é a parte 3. A gente chega por trás assim de fininho, como quem não quer nada e... Já era. Morreu. Ah, foi mó merda a morte de um dos topos aí da ordem.
Cowards do not get sagas.
I am no coward. In a long-lost battle for Wessex, I was the victor. The Scot could speak of that time. Focus on my lost honor.
No, I'll leave your reputation as it is. Here, in the blood-blackened mud.
Eita. Pronto, mortinho. Um dos altos da ordem. Aí a gente vem aqui, dá ordem. Mais um morto. E a gente vai o pai. Vamos lá, o pai é quê? Instruidíssimo. Instruidíssimo. Ah, então ele é muito estudado. Entendi. Com certeza esse cara é o rei, mano. Não tem nem dúvida mais. Agora tem que matar esse óleo aqui. Pra liberar mais um aqui. O Rastelo é uma velhinha, mano. Eu tô falando, não. Aí, ó. É uma velhinha, acho que é uma freira. Um dos vilões é a freira. Mas beleza. Agora tá faltando 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Faltando mais 7. Vamos voltar pra nossa cidade. Informar a Rendezvous. E encerrar mais um vídeo. E partiu. Ai meu Deus, deu até calafrio agora. Vídeo de Dark Souls. Mas nossa, acelera, hein? Dark Souls já saiu de moda já. O cara parar de fazer vídeo disso. Ué, o que eu posso fazer isso agora? Imagina o que estão vendo esse gameplay. Exatamente! Bora. Eu vou fazer uma coisa antes. Olha que legal. Eu vou pegar meu escudo e vou deixar ela com a aparência final. Oh, ficou muito bonito. Dark Souls, Dark Souls. Você quer assistir? Eu faço. Se quiser assistir, tá convidado. Que esse escudo ficou bonito. Combinou direitinho com essa armadura. Curti.
Eivor, hello.
Olha, um lobo tá aqui dentro. Vamos terminar Lincolnshire.
Lincolnshire is a friend to us.
Wonderful news. And who is our ally there?
The boy Hunwald is the new Ealdorman of Lincolnshire, and he has sworn allegiance to us.
The loud one, an Ealdorman? Well, should he ever wish to call for aid, he need only shout.
Ai, ai. Pronto. Mais um corvinho. Agora faltam 4. 200... Ah, não. Que susto. Lobão. Lobão.
I want to see the Alliance map.
Faltam 4 mesmo? Tá faltando Northamptonshire, que dá recurso. Excess, Success e Winchester. Então agora eu tenho que fazer Northamptonshire. Vai ser o próximo vídeo, gente. Northamptonshire, beleza? Aí depois eu faço Excess, depois Success.
I have changed my mind.
Eu mudei de ideia. Eu não quero mais fazer aliança lá. Porque eu vou sair e travar e parar o vídeo. Oh, recebi uma carta. Deixa eu só ver a carta agora. Ler a carta. Olha. Ixi, chegando de a carta, hein? Preciso confessar o mais grande pecado da culpa que sinto por ter traído Homeworld Dreadful. Obrigado, Davi, obrigado. E indecisão, exatamente. O condado agora está coração apenas dos meus atos, ainda que pequenos, eles deixaram derramar sangue, blá 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 blá. O Senhor tem muito amor, eu respeito as minhas orações, tudo brilha através daqueles que você protege. A vida é impossível e voltam os meus olhos a ele. É, realmente, tudo brilha. Só vê minha armadura brilhante, meu escudo brilhante. Esse jogo é incrível, estou adorando ele. Bom, gente, obrigado para quem veio, para quem assistiu. Se puder deixar um gostei, agradeço muito mesmo. Valeu. E, gente, agora eu vou encerrar essa live e vou já começar outra já, de um jogo muito famoso, Dark Souls. Tô morrendo de medo, porque eu sou muito ruim em Dark Souls, mas bora lá. Valeu, gente, e até a próxima.